Hi everyone, Aryan here and welcome to this new video tutorial. Today we're going to create this section by using Bricks Builder and AutomaticCSS. We will be creating this grid of images with this text box and we will make it fully responsive. So let's start right away. First of all, we need to create a new section here, right? So by clicking here, get into the container, and with the container selected, this time we need to create 3 columns. So let's go here, display, grid, right click here and just use 3 columns. Okay, great. So we set it up in this way, and now what we need to do is to actually add some blocks. With the container still selected, I will go on plus button and click on block. Okay, here we have the block. And with the block selected, in this case, I will go on plus button and I will select an image. Search for image. Perfect. I will give it block 1 to understand where we are. So now what we need to do is to create a new block. We can also duplicate this, but I usually go on container, plus button, and just add a new block. Okay, now we call it block 2 this time. And with block 2 selected, I would go to change it to grid, and now on grid template row, right click and choose 2. Okay, and then now we can actually duplicate this block and call it block 3 because they have the same structure. 2 and 3 have the same structure, that's why. Okay, so getting back to block 2, I need to add 2 images, right? I usually do this. I get on the plus button, okay, and then search for image in this way. Then you can go on, you can add another image, so click again. Okay, so now we have 2 images. Perfect. And then on block 3, we can basically do the same thing, but this time I would add an image. Okay, so search for image, where it is. Click on image, and now instead of another image, I will add a div in this way. So if I open this up, I have image and I have div here. Okay, great. So, oh, sorry. So what we need to do here now, we need to, of course, replace the images. Okay, so I usually go very quickly and just upload my images. Like this. Okay, so the first image, it's a vertical one. Then I get to this other image, but just click on it and you can choose what is the design look, this and this. So this here and this one, we go and choose this other one, and clicking on this one I can choose the last one. Okay, so we added our elements in this way, and then here we are basically clicking on div, and with div selected we can go on plus button and just choose heading and rich text. In this case, as you can see, there is a problem. I clicked on div and I added those 2 elements. It should get inside of div. Sometimes it happens that it doesn't really add it. So let's try again. So click on div, make sure div is selected, plus button, heading, and rich text. So again, there is a bug, probably it's not adding inside of the div, but what you can do is actually just taking this and drag it into the div in this way. Okay, now the heading is inside of the div, rich text, and do the same thing. Now everything is inside of the div. Let me check the Figma. So we have a title here, a text, and a button. So the last thing is to add a button. So click on div, plus, and search for button. Again, it's showing it outside of it, so drag it inside of it. Okay, so we did our stuff here, right? And what I usually do for best practice is to keep every image inside of his own div. So let's start from block 1. We have the first image, okay? And this image, I usually go right click and say wrap into a div. Then I get to this other image, right click, wrap to div. Also this one, wrap to div. This one also, right click, wrap to div. Okay, it's not necessary, but this is a best practice to get things structured well. So now what we need to actually do is to change this setting of this image, and I usually go on object fit cover. Okay, with that said, we actually need to change the HTML tag to figure. And now what we need to do is actually the same thing for the other images. But before doing anything, let's check the design again. So there is some spacing between the elements. So let's add the spacing. So go on, close everything. Okay, go on container. With container selected, I would add some gap here. So right click, and as you can see, you can set up your gap. I usually go in this way. Okay, check for a gap that could fit well. Like this one could be great. But now, as you can see, the gap between those elements is not correct. So I will copy this. Oops. Just copy this gap here. And then go on block 2, and in gap, you add it here, the same, so that it matched the other gap. And I do the same thing to block 3, click on it, and here I will add the gap, same gap, and as you can see now the structure is perfectly aligned. So what you need to do now, it's very easy. I usually go like this. I click on, again, on this image. Do you remember we added the HTML tag, figure, the object fit on cover, and I would do the same to the other elements too. So very quickly, you can also add a class just to make it faster. But yeah, we can add a class for this, like image settings grid. I don't know, you can call it as you wish. I will add my WPE just to make sure. Okay, and let's say I want to reset this. So as you can see, we need to close the class. First of all, let's remove the stuff we done and make sure we activated this. Okay, and now we can add back the figure and object fit. I would go with cover. Okay, and what you could do next is basically copying this. Okay, and adding the same tag class, to all of those, so that if we do some changes, we are sure that it changed on all the images and I don't need to do the same thing every time. Great. And now let me set up a little bit this element here. If I get on the design on Figma, I can get the background of this. I will add the background very quickly. Style, background, you can just add your own hex color if you want. Okay, and then as I'm trying to keep this as a wireframe, I would go with AutomaticCSS and just add my own background. That could be this one, for example, or something lighter like that. And then once I done that, I basically go and try to change the spacing between, and also the centering thing. So first of all, let's get here and just copy the text. Content, we'll copy this other text, and then copy this one. Oops. Perfect. Now I can click on div, and then tell him to behave flex, so display flex, and then go on vertical, and then now you can center everything in this way. Look at this. And then I would go on row gap and just add some row gap like this. It could be M, it could be S, whatever you want. And let's also align to the main axis. And now we have, you know, this same setup, as you can see. Of course, it changed a little bit. It's a little bit different because they are different padding, but you know, you got the structure. You can style it as you wish. The text here could be bigger, so you can click on the text, style, typography, and then just go and, you know, make it a little bit bigger if you wish. Let's say L, okay, and make sure the text align is center. And there you go. You have your element here. Let's say I want more padding, okay, on the, you know, around the text and the content. You need to go to your div and then go on layout. You click twice here, and now you can add some padding. It's with AutomaticCSS, it's showing only on the top, but you're adding basically on all the sides. If you click M, for example, now as you can see, they are not touching the border, and looks great. So we made this structure very quickly. So let me get on the responsiveness. Okay, so we have a big problem here. The images are not taking the whole space. Look at this. Oh no, we are going to solve this very quickly. So first of all, I also noticed that this was not really centered. So click on this text, typography, make sure it's centered too. Okay, and this one I think is okay, great. So now I'm going to click on the first image. I'm activating the class, and I'm telling to the layout the width should be 100% and the height should be 100%. Okay, and now all the elements is having the same behavior because we activated the class, right? So if I get here, now they are taking the whole space, right? Now we have a problem here with this image, but now I will show you how to do that. So as you can see, here is okay, but still not what I like. So we really need to change some few settings here to make sure. Of course, the mobile need to be fixed, but first let's fix those structures here. Okay, so let me check the div here. So the div is actually not taking the whole space probably. So I need to do is to you know, set the width to 100% and height 100%. Okay. I need to do the same thing to all of them, but we can actually create a class first. So remove those, create a class and call it div wrapper image. I will call it this way. I added my class. I would say, okay, the div need to be 100% and the height 100%. Okay. And I need to copy this class and give the same class to all the other div. So click on the block 2 with this div. You just add a class here and, you know, press enter the other div here. Add a class, enter this div here. Add the class, enter, and you can do the with the last div too. Add the class, enter. So now as you can see, look at this, everything adapts. And look at the image. The image is actually adapting too. It's not compressing the image. It's like, you know, fully adapting. The image keeps his own ratio, not ratio, but it's just not compressing. That's all. Okay. So now we need to change the structure, right? So let's say desktop is okay. This version, I feel that is okay. And this one, yeah, it could be okay, but maybe it's better to set it up differently, okay? So here we need to actually click on container, okay? Just close all the structures and then go on block 1. The block 1 is the one I want to hide. So block 1 selected, style, layout, and here we need to find for visibility collapse. And now look at this, is not there anymore. And click container go on content, and here grid template, just type into grid. Okay, once done that, again on block 1, now with block 1 selected, change the order to 3. Okay, and the problem now, we solved everything, but the problem now is that block 1 is still taking some space. So what you need to do is open up block 1, click on div, and with div selected, you need to go on style, layout, and just, visibility. It's getting the collapse, so I think that's okay. You need to go to the image actually, probably, and with the image selected, display, yeah, you need to say known. And as you can see now, it's not taking any more the space at the bottom. This is only the padding of the section. Okay, so again, image should be on display known. The div, you can keep it like this because it takes collapse from the block. Okay, as you can see, the block we have collapse, and that's all. And on the mobile version, here you can also keep it like this. I would go by clicking on the container and maybe making a smaller gap in this case, like this. And then I would go also on the, where is it? Block 2, and I would do the same smaller gap that I guess was this one. So let me copy it so I don't forget. And you do the same thing to block 3 by clicking on it. You go on gap, and here on gap you change it so that everything has the same gap. As you can see, we have more spacing. And let's say you actually want to remove some elements. You can do that with the same solution we did for the mobile landscape. Okay. And let's say I want the container on one column for the mobile. So click on the mobile here and just click here and go on 1. And as you can see now we have 1. Okay. And if you wish to change the order of these two elements, you can go on block 2 and just tell him go on 2. And look at this. Now we have the first image with some text and other images. Okay. And you can play around, you can hide the elements you want. Let's say you don't want this image, you can actually hide it as we did. Make sure this is disabled. But we set it up a really cool website, a really cool section here that adapts on, different resolution, and that's great. I hope the tutorial was useful, guys. Subscribe to the channel to get notified, and of course, comment below if you have questions, like the video, and I see you in the next video. Bye!